As I'm sure you have all heard, especially if you are on a keto diet or a keto lifestyle, I am sure you heard this whole thing about the Jillian Michaels little video that she made. I don't even know the channel that it was on. I didn't even watch her entire video. Not trying to be rude, but it's just really hard to not like get upset at somebody throwing all this shade at a lifestyle just because they don't like it for themselves. So yeah, I'm gonna sound rude and I'm gonna throw shade, and that's just how it is. But this is just my opinion, you know, and everybody is entitled to their opinion. Now, I'm a pretty positive, upbeat person, I'd like to think. I didn't always used to be this way. I really had to grow and find myself and fight to be this kind of a person. It's not always easy. But yeah, one of the reasons I didn't watch the entire video of her talking is because I'm like, why am I going to waste my time and subject myself to this kind of bashing of my lifestyle? Why am I going to do that? So what I did do is I watched some of my favorite keto YouTubers respond to her video and what they had to say about it, and I absolutely agree with everything they said. I will put a couple of their channels like right below here. There's some of my favorite keto channels and I really value what they have to say. So yeah, I did watch a bunch of reaction videos, and I just got little clips and pieces of her actual video, and it just brought something up. It's not so much that I'm responding to her video as much as I'm responding to just people in general who think that keto is just some trend. Like, trends, let me explain to you what a trend is. A trend is some sort of a fad or style or something popular that is popular for a short amount of time, and then it diminishes, it goes away, it falls off the map. Keto is a lifestyle, it's not a trend. How could it be a trend? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just stop doing this when all of a sudden the media is not covering stories about keto anymore, you know? Just because keto is popular now and everybody's finding out about it and everybody's starting it, doesn't mean that keto hasn't been around forever. Keto has been around for a long time. When we were babies, we were keto. And a lot of people don't even know that, but thankfully from, you know, research and some of my favorite YouTubers, like I said, I learn all these things. Yeah, keto is not something that's just gonna go away. I mean, people eating McDonald's doesn't go away, no matter how disgustingly unhealthy it is. It's not gonna go away. It's McDonald's. You know, vegans are not gonna go away. Paleo people are not gonna go away. Vegetarians, pescatarians are not gonna go away. It's just maybe that people won't talk about it as much as they talk about it at other certain times, if I'm making any sense. When I get really passionate about a subject, I just kind of like feel like I'm not making sense, and I have so many thoughts whirling around in my head right now. But yeah, it just really grinds my gears when people think that we're doing this because it's popular, because it's a trend. Really? Like, you think that I would go through the keto flu twice, and how hard it is to get into ketosis, how hard it is to completely flip the entire eating style I've known for my whole life? You think I would just do that just because it's cool, because it's a trend, because it's popular? Please. I didn't work this hard to do what's best for my body just to be like in trend. That is absolutely ridiculous. And I guess one other thing that kind of got me like sparked up about this subject was also on one of the YouTubers that I named, which I'll put his channel again right here because like I don't know why I'm having like a brain fart, but I love his channel, and he's actually located in Texas, which I think is really cool. It's a small world, right? He went to a Starbucks and he ordered a keto coffee, and I guess like the barista that was charging him at the window, because he went through the drive-thru, was just like, oh, like, what are you filming? And he was like, oh, I'm just filming for my YouTube channel. I'm showing them how to order a keto coffee. And she was like, oh, like, I don't know what she said. Like, you could go watch his video. I forget what she said, but something about, I wonder when that trend is gonna end. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm trying not to swear on my channel if you haven't noticed, but yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? And like, she definitely was throwing shade. Like, she wanted to just be like, oh wow, it's just so stupid that everybody's on this keto diet. But if you look at her, you could tell that she's a naturally skinny person, and she, and I don't know everything about her, but I'm saying, like, okay, cool, but nobody's coming for you. Nobody's coming for you and how you eat, so why do you have to come for somebody else and how they eat? And it bothers me when people who are getting paid, at establishments think that they can give their negative, unwanted opinion on how you drink or on how you eat. It's none of your business. And I personally am all for people's specific eating and drinking and living needs and lifestyles. Like, if you want to eat a certain way, more power to you. If you want to drink a certain way, more power to you. You want to live a certain way, more power to you. You get the point. But even at my work, I asked my boss if I could make a little keto menu, and he was like, yes, I'm totally down for it. And you can't even begin to know how many people have thanked me for thinking of them and putting up a keto menu. I can't do everything. Like, I don't know how to make a vegan menu or a paleo menu at Starbucks, but the one thing I can contribute is a keto menu. That's what I can do. That's my contribution. I know that we are so small in this huge world, we can only do so much, but whatever you do, please make it positive. Please make it good. Like, I thought to myself, I'm not making this keto menu just because I'm keto. I actually noticed a lot of people's orders as I was taking the orders. I would hear them, and just to spark up some conversation, I'd be like, oh, hey, like, I see that you have this sugar-free, syrup and the heavy whipping cream. Any chance that you're keto? And they would be like, yes, I am keto. That's so awesome that you know that. I was like, I'm keto too. Like, I'm really glad that you found something you like. And then I was like, that's awesome. And I would suggest to them a drink that I like, and that way they have something new to try. And it was really good connections, really good customer connections. But I noticed there were so many keto people coming to my store that I was inspired to make a menu. Since I work there, I can play around with the recipes and everything, and I know the ingredients and I can see the nutrition labels. So I thought to myself, well, dang, I should make a little keto menu. That way people know that there's more than just coffee with a sugar-free vanilla and heavy whipping cream. There's more than that. We can make a keto hot cocoa. I can make you a keto chai tea latte, and you can have keto iced coffee, and you can have a keto pink drink. So I wanted them to feel like, we care. We want you to have something so that you can stay strong on your journey, because just because we choose to live this way doesn't mean that we don't miss sweets and sugars and breads and all that. So it's a choice to live this way. We're not sad we're living this way, but we can't help the fact that for most of our lives, we have eaten sugars and bread, and it's very hard to get over. And while I'm happy on the keto diet and I find replacements, I'm not going to stop having those replacements. So it just makes me so happy that people loved that I made that menu for them, and I wanted them to know I am more than willing to serve them and make and accommodate your needs, whether you're vegan, keto, low fat, low carb, whatever you are. I will try to the best of my ability to accommodate you. I may not know everything or every other diet as well as keto, but I will try my hardest to accommodate you. And that lady just didn't even want to accommodate him. It just seemed like she was annoyed by his order. Like she was annoyed that people have special diets and then come to an establishment, which is so freaking rude. I'm sorry that we all can't eat fast food and stay skinny. That's just not the reality. Anyway, so that was one subject that got me really, really fired up. And it's just so many other things that people think that like, oh yeah, she said that it wasn't as sustainable. And then another YouTuber that I used to watch all the time, I'm not going to name her because I don't want people to like bash her or whatever. And I'm not bashing her. I still think she's a great YouTuber and probably a great person. And I'm sure she didn't mean it maliciously, but it did kind of get under my skin that she talked about the keto diet. And she eats the other way of dieting, like the traditional standard American diet where it's like eat 1,200 calories a day, fruits, veggies, plain chicken breast, and like white or brown rice. You know that diet? She eats that way, and I tried to eat that way, and it did work, but I was starving myself. I was starving. So yeah, of course it worked because I starved myself. But guess what? The moment I had more than 1,200 calories, bam, gaining weight. The moment I stopped the diet, bam, gaining weight. And I had to count my calories. I had to be a slave to my fitness pal, and that's, to me, is not living life. So anyways, used to follow her a lot. I more follow her for her workouts because she's got really great workout routines, and less for the diet part. But anyways, regardless, we're all different, and I don't mind watching somebody who eats differently than me. That's not a problem. But she did address the keto diet, and she said that she doesn't think it's sustainable. She thinks that it could never last. And I was like, but have you tried it? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to speak on it and you can't. I'm not thinking over here that veganism is not sustainable. I think that if you love to primarily eat fruits and vegetables and no meat and no meat products, I'm thinking it's sustainable for you. And like for pescatarians, I'm thinking if you love fish and you love vegetables and fruits and you don't like beef and you don't like chicken, I'm pretty sure it's going to be sustainable for you. I believe you because that's your favorite food. You know what I mean? So keto is definitely sustainable for sure. 100% sustainable if you enjoy the diet. So maybe she needed to rephrase herself because maybe it wouldn't be sustainable for her because she likes her carbs and she likes her fruit. Okay, cool. That is totally fine. Nobody's asking you to be keto. But don't go and say in a general sense that it's not sustainable for everybody because that is just ignorant, like plain ignorant. If you thoroughly enjoy the diet and you are losing and or maintaining weight and you feel amazing and your health is in optimal condition, how in the world could that not be sustainable for you? That is just impossible. It's just ludicrous. It's like honestly ludicrous. Like, I'm sure that people eating fast food every week is sustainable for them because they love it. They love eating fast food, and that's why it's sustainable because they love it. So they keep doing it. Anything is sustainable if you enjoy it. It's not only about weight loss, and I'm so tired of everybody only addressing the weight loss. It's not only about that. I was pre-diabetic. Yes, I was overweight, and I was like, oh, I could use some weight loss, sure. But primarily, I was like, I don't want to have diabetes, and I don't want to have to inject myself with insulin several times a day. That's why I'm doing this. My grandpa had very severe diabetes. He had 4 toes amputated because it was so bad. I'm not about to live that life. That's why I went keto, because I heard it could reverse that. Get rid of the sugars, get rid of the carbs, get rid of the insulin spikes. I am insulin resistant, so my body just doesn't work well with carbs. I love carbs, but carbs don't love me, and that's the only day. I had to make a sacrifice, but it's not to say that I don't enjoy how I'm eating right now. It's not to say that I don't feel the best I've ever felt in my entire life. I just never knew that I could feel this way until I found the keto diet and I tried it. So people just, they need to just educate themselves more before they like throw shade about it. And I know that this world is so sensitive and this and that, and I'm not trying to be one of those people who's all super sensitive. I'm not trying to be. But if you don't know and you are not educated on the subject, don't speak. Just don't speak. That's my problem. If you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Like, I'm not going to go bash somebody's diet just because I'm not going to eat that way. Okay, I have a best friend who's eating bread in front of me. I'm not going to be like, ew, I can't believe you're eating that bread. Do you know what that does to you? Like, no, I'm not going to say that. I don't care what you eat. That's your life. It's not mine. So why does everybody think for some reason it's okay to just give your mean, unwanted opinion on how we live? We are happy. Everybody who's keto is happy that I know of. I belong to a bunch of Facebook keto groups. I have like 7 friends who are keto, and we all love our life. So I don't know why you think that you have to just go around telling people how it's bad or it's not sustainable or it's unhealthy or this and that and the other. I mean, nobody's coming for your way of life. And just because it's on the media doesn't mean you get to tell us your bad stuff. Honestly, they're probably fishing for views. That's probably why they speak on it. And like, yes, I will probably get some views from this. Probably not a lot, because I don't get that many views in general anyways. Just like my bro Chica fan, which appreciate you. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm just saucy. You know what I mean? I'm just a little fired up right now, so forgive me, but y'all know I keep it real on this channel, so that's why I really like to say what I feel in the moment, regardless of if there was any fluidity in this video or not, if I made sense or like made all of my points. I just had to genuinely just like word vomit to y'all, and you know, sometimes I just have to do that. Sometimes this is like a diary. I just literally had to word vomit about how upset I was about those 2 things happening. And like it even happens like when I go somewhere and I want to order something sugar-free at a coffee shop, and they're like, ugh, and I want to I'm like, can you blend the bulletproof coffee? And they're like, oh my God, like, please people, like, stop being so rude, because always put yourself in their position. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes before you act a type of way. And that's for every aspect in life, because if you needed something especially made for you, how would you feel if they did that to you? You know what I mean? We have to respect each other. We have to respect each other's differences and way of living. I am not going to bash people for eating bread and fruit. I wish I could have bread and fruit sometimes. Not all the times, but sometimes I miss it, because I lived 28 years on bread and fruit. You know what I mean? With obviously other things. But I'm saying, like, yeah, I'm going to miss it. Of course I am. But it's not to say that I'm not enjoying and loving keto. Like, I have never felt so much better, so much healthier, so much natural energy, so much mental clarity. I've never felt better in my entire life. So this is for those people who think that we're like suffering and not enjoying ourselves. Like, I'm enjoying myself plenty. And no, it's not about losing extreme weight. It's not about that. And I'm really, really happy for people who lose weight, and it is a great way to lose weight. But at the end of the day, it is a lifestyle. It is a life. It's a life change. It's not, let me go on keto for 4 months so I could lose weight before my wedding, and then I'll just eat regular again. Or like, let me go lose weight before spring vacation on keto, and then I'll just do whatever I want. It's a lifestyle, and respect it as so. This is how we live. If you try it out and you don't like it and you stop, I get it. Totally get it. At least you tried it. It's fine. And I don't even think that the whole world should try keto. I don't think it's for everybody. I think it's for some people. But anyways, I think I'm just going on too much about random stuff. But we just have to respect each other. I just wish people could be more positive. And just like, you know, if you don't have anything nice to say, especially online, then don't say it, because you're gonna affect people. People work so hard on this diet to lose. They've lost hundreds of pounds. They've turned their health around, and they're doing such good things. And you're gonna just come here and saying that this is all just, it's just a mess. It's never gonna last. I mean, like, look at the facts. But anyways, I'm going to end it here, guys, because I could go on forever about this subject. This was a random little video, a little rant video. I don't know when the last time I had a rant was, but thank you guys so much for listening. Give it a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about, okay? If you have any opinions on this subject, I would love to hear it. I'm a debater. I'm about it. Put it in the comments below, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more keto lifestyle type stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.